Hello. So I know I usually post like music stuff on this channel that no one watches anyway, so I figured I'm really bored and I might as well just talk about whatever I want. So basically, a year ago, like to the date, November 1st, 2019, I shaved my head like completely. This video is just gonna be detailing my growing out process over 1 year. I took a picture every month for the past year. I think videos like this are like really informative because when I was trying to build up the nerve to shave my head, which was basically over the course of 4 years, I would watch videos like this all the time to see what people's hair looked like at different stages of growth. And I think the biggest thing I learned is that people's hair, depending on the hair type, it will look like really different as it's growing out. I have really, really thick, dark hair. It's like a gigantic weight on my shoulders. I think it's also important to note I did not get any like cuts or any styling or dyeing done on my hair during the 1 year growth process that I'm going to be showing you today. So everything that you're seeing is really just like the raw, unfiltered result. So if you have like similar hair to me, like really thick hair, this video could be really helpful for you. So without further ado, let's get into some pics.
How is it that I'm always too much, but at the same time I'm never enough? I don't understand. It's possible I put too much faith in signs and the music he likes and the lines on the palm of my hand. He says, you know, this isn't what I asked for. In fact, I never asked for anything at all. But what's your story? What takes up your brain? And I say I'm just somebody else's old news, trying to fill the soles of other women's shoes, hoping that I'll find a fit someday. How is it that
1 year later, this is what my hair looks like. I shaved my head on November 1st, 2019, and it's October 31st, 2020. So, the year of our Lord. We're really living out here. This is what it is. It's basically like a normal length, except it's kind of all layered throughout. I usually wear it like half up, half down, like this, with like some pieces in the front. That's kind of my go-to look. It's very detailed, I know. Try to keep up. So next, I think it'd be helpful to talk about like some pros and cons of shaving your head. I know there's a ton of videos like this out there. So what's one more? The biggest pros of shaving my head were probably like the excitement of it all, if that makes sense. Like it really did feel like very refreshing, and it felt very like renewing to see myself that way with like absolutely no hair, because I don't know if it's the same for men. There's probably no men watching this video, but for women, at least in my experience, hair is something that like I attach so much like value to, and so much of my like perceived attractiveness I like really attached to my hair. So I feel like this experience kind of helped me to release that notion, I guess, and to kind of realize that like my hair is not a personality trait, and it's not gonna like make or break whether or not someone likes me or wants to be around me. So that was probably the biggest like positive thing that I take away from this experience. Also a big positive was like not ever having to worry about like styling my hair or really like washing my hair. The shampoo that I was using during this past year lasted me like the entire year because I didn't use it frequently. With that being said, I think if you really do like to style your hair, you like probably shouldn't shave your head, because there's really nothing you can do with it when it's in a buzz cut. At this point, there's like some fun stuff that you can do, but when it's completely buzzed, and pretty much for the first like 6 months of growth, there's like really not a lot that you can do, in my experience anyway, because I never know what I'm doing and I'm not very savvy. Probably the biggest cons about shaving my head was that for a long time, to be totally honest, I did not like the way that it looked. And people would always be like, oh, like, you look so cool, it really suits you, and like, I just didn't feel like it suited me. I definitely don't regret doing it because it was really like an interesting experience and something that I wanted to do for a long time, but I probably wouldn't do it again, to be honest. The growing out process has been a bit of a bitch. There's been days when I wake up and I'm like, I feel I look so bad and that might have something to do with my deeper issues, but we're not gonna talk about that. Another negative thing that I can think of about shaving my head was I got so used to not washing it that I got like pretty bad dandruff. It's like something I've never dealt with before, so I was kind of like, what is going on? Just a quick side note, not an advertisement, but this shampoo really helped to correct my dandruff and soothe my itchy scalp. So if you're having a similar issue like I was having, I would really recommend this shampoo. I was doing a little research on dandruff, which just means that I put it into that good old Google search bar, and I was reading that you can get dandruff from washing your hair too much or washing your hair not enough. And I was literally getting accustomed to washing my hair like maybe once a month. And this probably won't happen for everyone, but like I would just say that if you are going to shave your head, I would still wash your hair like maybe once a week just for the sake of like keeping your scalp clean. Another negative thing that I didn't think of until just now was sunburn, something I had never thought of before because I was always used to having pretty thick long hair, was getting sunburn on the back of my neck and on my ears. So I would just recommend if you are going to shave your head and you're like outside a lot, definitely find like a nice sunscreen for your ears and your neck. That's really all I can think of now for pros and cons. I hope this video was helpful for someone somewhere out there in the void of the internet. Alright, thanks for watching. Listen to my music, listen to my covers. Hopefully I'll be posting more covers now that I'm unemployed.